Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your zodiac reading for the second quarter of 2022. This reading is for Pisces. Welcome back, Pisces. So I'm doing the reading in two parts. I'll start with the quick look at your theme and advice for the next 3 months, and then we'll move to the Celtic Cross. See. Pisces, what I see here is an issue of letting go of feeling like you don't have power in some kind of situation. You might be overworked, overwhelmed by something, a relationship possibly, but yeah, and it's making you feel powerless in some situation. We're never powerless completely, but in some situation it suggests you're feeling a lack of power. What could work against you? This is the card of Justice, and I think this is saying maybe you have a clear idea about right or wrong, and so you might need to be flexible about that, Pisces. Yeah. So there's definitely some imbalance going on, but this card suggests that you need to stand up for yourself. That's the Seven of Wands, and it's suggesting that in this situation you might not be standing up for yourself, and maybe it's because for some of you, with the base chakra in the reverse representing your energy, definitely this feeling of not secure in the world. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have a strong foundation, maybe financial, most likely financial. So it's making you feel a bit out of control. And you've got around you the card of Taurus. This is the Empress. So there is this really lovely energy around you, and maybe you are carrying that energy, this nurturing energy. And if it's you, maybe you are over nurturing, Pisces. When I look at balance, this is the Justice card, and Pisces is about flip-flopping, almost like maybe always seeing two sides to the story. I think that's a really lovely quality, but in this situation you're being asked to also look out for yourself. Your advice, you get the two swords card, so I think that this is very much about something in your head. A lot of your hardship is imagined in a way, like it's maybe not as bad, all is not as bad as it looks. And your advice, I think, I just want to look at, I think that you need to withdraw from anything that feels heavy for you. Sorry, your advice is, this is your advice, the Five of Swords and the Rest and Rejuvenate, the Four of Swords. So this talks about going within. This one talks about games that are being played. So I feel like you need to watch out for that, and any place where you're feeling unvalued, retreat from that and move out of that space if you can, you know. And if you can't, retreat in your mind, do a mental retreat, I think. Let me get clarifiers quickly. These cards are bent now. Yeah, needing to retreat. I think that's part of your so you get 2 fire cards. That's the card of Leo, and that is the Knight of Wands. Perhaps, Pisces, you have been making decisions hastily. The Knight of Wands speaks about that, and maybe that's made you, maybe you're taking on too much. That seems to be a theme at the moment. This can also be wanting to do battle or rush in there. But I feel like what these cards, those 2 cards in particular, are saying that you are somewhat depleted, Pisces. So you really need to do self replenishment kind of things, like taking vitamin C. This is a common theme over the last few readings, really. Like people not doing battle and feeling depleted, or doing the spiritual work and feeling depleted and therefore needing to look after the body. With you, it feels like you are feeling the need to do battle, but you are really feeling depleted. That's what I get from that. You get more swords cards, so there's a lot of stuff going on in your head. This is the 10 of Swords and the Justice card. I think it comes back to that being rigid about what is right and wrong. Just watch for that. But also be willing to move away from the scene of the struggle to replenish yourself. I think that's a strong theme for you. And I think it's linked to this, like you are your way of standing up for yourself. I don't think it's so much stand your ground as it is stand up for yourself, which has a very different connotations. The one can be stubbornness, whereas standing up for yourself is understanding a different perspective, but looking out for you. And I think that your guidance is the going within. The Hermit is the card of Virgo, and it talks about, see, they are closing their laptop, they are retreating so that they can replenish. With the base chakra here in the reverse, you get the Moon. So you have lots of fears, I think, Pisces, at the moment you are experiencing fear about your stability. So this, I feel, might be in a work situation. There's Taurus around you. It doesn't have to be, but someone with that Earth Mother energy, and they could be showing up negatively because you get the 5 of Swords there. So there might be someone in your environment that's pushing your buttons and trying to see what they can get out of it. That's the energy I feel. Or else there are games being played, like you are participating in those games of win or lose, like winning at all costs. So just note that. But for you to understand yourself, I think it's about your concern about your stability. You are, and you're fearful. It's like there's a lack of trust right now. And then with your advice, wow, you have so many Swords cards. So there's a lot of stuff going on in your head. I think this is your message, is you're overwhelmed by something. You need to retreat whenever you feel something that feels like toxic. Retreat from it. Move away. And slowly but surely build up your reserves, slowly but surely, by So in a way, this is almost physical retreat. So move away from the space that is feeling like overwhelming for you right now. But also slowly but steadily build your reserves so that you can come to a point where you are able to stand up for yourself in a situation, and you are able to take back your power, this feeling of being physically or emotionally replenished. And it requires you to take time out to meditate. So I feel like the hermit time out is that physical retreat, or putting away the work, taking yourself out of situations. And this one is about reminding you to meditate, even if it's 10 minutes twice a day, something like that. Just sit still and connect however you connect. That's what I would advise, Pisces. Okay, let's go on now to your Celtic cross. Beneath the deck, you have the Ten of Wands, and it is in the reverse. So it's possible that you are trying really to let go of the burdens. At the center of your reading is like heartbreak. I feel like someone let you down. That's what I see with the Ace of Cups. Oh, let me first start with this, the King of Swords. So definitely there looks like there's been harsh words, maybe with the King of Swords and air sign, but there's been a falling out. That's the sense I'm getting, that there's been a falling out. Harsh words have been spoken, leaving you quite emotionally drained and maybe a little bit fearful, or it's like you're afraid of the mystery. It's like nothing is clear right now, Pisces. You to think about, you have the Star card and it's in reverse. So perhaps you are avoiding, Pisces, maybe it's something like going to see the doctor, physician or something, just to check your health. I'm not saying that there's a problem with it, but they might recommend, if you're feeling depleted, injection, I don't know, like whatever, booster, whoever you go to, something to boost your energy levels. That's what I'm getting, because sometimes when we are feeling emotionally depleted, it affects our physical and vice versa. In the unconscious is this Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is maybe what you are hankering after, you're wanting. Now for some of you this might be a relationship that hasn't worked out. That's why you get the Ace of Cups in the reverse there. And maybe deep down this is what you want the stability. And you got the base chakra in your overall theme, and this is about the base chakra. This is about feeling stable and safe in the world. So for some reason you are feeling a lack of that, I feel. Oops. Pisces. So, and I think it's just a time at the moment. And then you get the Strength card again here, which says the same thing. You get it representing you here, and you got it representing your theme. So you really need to take seriously your physical and emotional strength. And there you get your card around you, like something has spun you for a loop. It looks like you're feeling quite at a loss, and this Hanged Man is about allowing, so that you can see from a different perspective. So something's happened and you are caught in a state of limbo, but instead of raging against it, you just take it in your stride and you say, okay, I'm here, I'm stuck, there's not much I can do, so how about I just chill and see what I can learn. But you are not wanting to do that, Pisces, and it's possibly because you're feeling drained. So the energy I'm getting is not thinking clearly, not being able to just sit back. So that would be your advice, to do that. You get the 3 of coins in the near future in the reverse, and it might suggest that you will not want to participate in collaborative things, but we'll get clarifiers and we'll go deeper. The card for the advice is the King of Wands. So I think this comes back again to you finding your inner fire, and it's so Pisces, I think you need to be taking on the energy of the King of Wands, because that's the energy of the Strength card, Leo. It's like trying to harness the power of the sun. So maybe you need to be working with the sun to revive your strength. Like, just do it. Like, work with your solar plexus and imagine yourself being strengthened through having the sun directly go to your solar plexus. And this is an imagination. It's using your imagination to heal yourself. But I also feel like if you're feeling depleted and you need something, see a physician, because you never know what could be making you feel, and sometimes it's a relief to know, and to know that there's a solution, if you're feeling tired, whatever. And then you get the Ace of Pentacles and the outcome. So you are, like, I feel like for some of you might have lost a job, and I think you're hoping for an offer of some sort to come in. But let's get clarified. Excuse me. You get the 7 of Cups in beneath the deck, and it's about making choices. So I think that going back to your initial reading, that standing up for yourself, is about also taking care, doing the going within, doing the removing yourself from toxic situations, removing yourself from work and cutting off when it's time to cut off, so that you can replenish. And that it's about making choices that are right for you. I really feel like your standing up for yourself is about making the right choices, and they are about removing yourself in order to rejuvenate, replenish. In the near past, the King of Swords, that you might have been dealing with the Sag that you've had harsh words with, or some fire sign maybe, or someone who's quite fiery, and there might have been harsh words. But I think it could be this card could also represent something that was balanced, that you severed your ties with something, maybe a work situation. Something seems to have been severed, and it's left you feeling like disconnected. And I think that comes back to this card of the Hanged Man. It's like you're disconnected to this intuition that you have, Pisces. You're disconnected from it. Likewise, this could be like a relationship. Excuse me. But I'm really seeing that it's depleted. Whatever it is, it's making you feel depleted and disconnected from your intuition. And then with the Moon, these fears and this mystery. Can you see the third eye there? I think that whatever's going on is offering you an opportunity to grow spiritually, to be more connected. But there is potential for a new beginning. You get the 8 of Wands with the Star card. So this is in the reverse. So maybe something that requires healing, that is in need of healing, requires communication. Maybe it's as simple as that it's needing communication. So you get the Hierophant and the 4 of Wands. Pisces, this is another message that I'm getting for you, is that, I was saying earlier, I think I said something about you wanting to something this way or that way, like you want things definite, and maybe that's part of your problem, or part of the issue that you're dealing with is, well, I think part of it is that you are going through a rebirth, like judgment. Like I think we go through many rebirths in our lives, and we have different issues coming up to teach us different things, and I think you're going through that, and that's why that new beginning shows up here, and that's why the Hierophant shows up here, and quite constructively, and the Four of Wands, that this is what you're hankering after. And I think it's there's potential for it, but I feel like you need to, in the months ahead, deal with knowing when to retreat, and taking a lot of retreats. And this idea of your victory lying in your situation. So you're feeling a lack of power, but you're going to learn so much from this, having spent your resources. You're going to learn something that will lead to some kind of epiphany, or, like I was saying, like a rebirth of some sort, like new information in an area of your life. With the Hanged Man, you get the Seven of Pentacles. So you've got these lots of sevens, right? This is being patient. I feel that some situation in your life requires patience. It requires you having, can you see that's an observer? You are maybe not wanting to observe, but you're being guided to observe and listen, and open your mind, open your I feel like you are being guided to a deeper level, deeper stage of your spiritual journey. With the Three of Pentacles, you get the Ace of Cups. So there's a new beginning, a new emotional beginning. And it might be a lone journey for now. Or maybe it is moving out of a job where there are lots of people that you collaborate with, to one where there's maybe one partnership. Okay, let me just look at that some more. I'm just going to get one more for there. See. Gosh, I think this comes back, Pisces, to you learning something very important about this win or lose game. That the more you come into your power, the more you love yourself, the more you give to yourself, the less you need to play this game with others, the less need to be competitive in an environment that requires collaboration. And I think that's where this learning is coming about, is in that area of your life. Your collaborations where you need to collaborate, that it comes back to you. I'd love to hear, Pisces, how this plays out for you. So you get the Nine of Cups as your advice, and the King of Wands. So working, look at that. It's like working with the sun. I think you're working with really, the sun is, you can't really see it, but it's all around. And even the solar plexus, it's heart and solar plexus. So working, maybe that's what you need to be doing, is physically working with the sun, even if you're just imagining it, filling your heart and your solar plexus. I think that will be really good for you. And I think that consulting a physician or homeopath or whatever, just to make sure that you're okay, and make sure that you are being replenished where you need to be replenished. Even I love acupuncture. That always works for me. So, but whatever's your cup of tea. And then there's a death, an ending of this. Maybe there's an ending of a feeling of isolation in the next 3 months. That's part of your journey, is releasing this idea of having to compete in a workspace. Or, sometimes that's the only way we know how, and so we invite that kind of competition into our lives. For some of you it might be love, but I'm seeing mainly work, and the love aspect is about the self. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps you. Please won't you share your feedback? I'd love to hear. If you like, give me a like and share with other like-minded souls. And I will chat with you again soon. Bye.